Geek Squad. Geek Squad. Geek Squad.
It's 8 minutes after 7. My name is Kobby Spiky Nkrumah. You're tuned into Joy 99.7. And if you're on Facebook, you're watching us live on Joy 997 FM and on Twitter at Joy 997. And you can find us on YouTube. We're streaming live, Joy 997 FM, across all social media platforms. Also, you can tweet at us. It's the hashtag Joy Geek Squad. And yeah, last week we were talking about, where we're giving our own honors, giving our awards, to best app, best camera, best thing. And we didn't get to finish. There were some very important categories we get into when we ran out of time. So today we're continuing that, and we will also be recommending some gifts. It's a season of giving. It's Christmas. And so, in as much as you're thinking about giving something to someone, my crew over here, Michael and Winston. Michael, what did you say you wanted?
Should I get the list? I want your laptop.
I said, what did you? Oh,
I want your laptop and a new pair of earphones, a BM3 kit, a downpipe.
Oh wow,
it's a long list, but
so on top of the list, my laptop and new earphones.
Yes.
Okay, Winston.
Nothing much. Just a 2018 E63 Estate Mercedes-Benz. Yeah, thank you.
Wait.
Nothing
He said
serious.
nothing serious.
Can you download that?
Yeah, I'm downloading a picture right now. I'm on Google 2018. He
Yeah.
doesn't want a latest one to 2018.
You see that's why I said it's nothing serious.
Or maybe you want a die-cast model of the car.
Or we can each buy one.
Yeah, I mean, I was actually looking at that. I can just go to AliExpress right now.
I'm talking about a real
what?
E60.
Why? That one is not a Mercedes-Benz.
Estate.
The die-cast one is not a Mercedes-Benz.
Nothing spoil. We'll just download a picture for him.
And print it.
New phone wallpaper.
Yeah, and we'll print a big one for him.
And he can hang it on top of his TV.
Yeah.
Well,
No,
there's
that's
no
actually
space.
not. So it's on top of his TV. Yes, great. So last week, we did, and just in case you're listening, we're going to open the phone line so you can call in and then let us know what you're looking at getting for yourself, for someone, tech gadgets, and you can ask us for advice on what you're looking at getting. You guys, nobody's asking what I'm looking for, but we're always on the giving end.
I mean,
I'll
as a
continue
host, we're
giving.
expecting you to just drop it.
Oh yeah, we'll do November giveaways pending. I'm supposed to choose some people who really engage with me on my social media platforms and be giving them stuff. So I'll be giving away some stuff. Hopefully this week.
You can borrow.
I don't have the tummy for it.
There's nothing to say that the Santa of West Africa doesn't have a flat stomach.
The one that was fighting Spider-Man.
There, you see, now you go. You cannot get that sort of clean diving form with a pot belly. He just bounced into the gutter.
Anyways, what did we get to last week when we're giving our awards? We passed the best everyday laptop, best smartphone camera, and we got to the best smart home device.
Yeah.
Yes.
So the best smart home device, we had the Amazon Echo family of devices. We had the Google Home / Nest family of devices, the Apple HomePods, and then Arlo from Netgear, their security devices. Those are very interesting stuff that I've seen, that I've played with, and that's why I included them there. And who would you bet your money on?
Amazon.
The Amazon Echo family of devices versus the Google Home family of devices and an Apple HomePod. Why not an Apple HomePod? It's got great sound.
So this very interesting thing. I am banking on Amazon because they have the widest range of connectivity when it comes to smart devices.
Right.
However, in my experience, it's actually a bit more complicated to use Amazon products here in Ghana for varied reasons such as regional restrictions. So, if you are looking to get a gift that is smart home themed, it is in your best interest to actually get a um,
Home.
Google Home device because
Right.
connectivity is much easier, much simpler.
Mm.
But if you're talking about the best, it's the Amazon Echo family, just simply because they connect to more devices across board.
Mm.
But like Winston said, that's only if you're ready to put in the extra work to make sure they all work here. Because those regional restrictions are no joke.
Yeah, well, why don't you, but you see, no one actually came out to be like, hey, why didn't you add all those Chinese devices?
Compatibility question.
Xiaomi, for instance. I'm sure Dela, wherever he is, Xiaomi ambassador, he's like, yeah, you guys looking down on the, you know.
I'm sure Della has messaged Abiyaku because I can hear him saying Xiaomi in the background.
I mean, Xiaomi devices are also pretty cool. They have some very cool adapters, wall socket adapters, smart adapters, and stuff like that. And to be honest, if you want to start making your home smart, those are some of the simplest things you can get to go about. I mean, if you want to use Xiaomi, go ahead.
No security concerns.
That is, you see, no matter which one you choose, apart
That's
from
security
Apple,
concerns.
apart from Apple,
What do you mean apart from Apple?
that's the honest truth.
Is it? So it's
it's-
actually very secure.
It is extremely secure. It's so secure that they
It's
have
useless.
too few devices on the Apple Home network for it to make sense for you to go out and buy.
Right.
It's a great speaker though.
Okay. So you all go for Amazon.
I will go for Amazon in terms of that they are the best in the game and they have the widest spread. But if you're in Ghana and you want to get into it, Google and even Xiaomi are your best bet.
Okay.
Same thing. Start with Google and then maybe I'll add Xiaomi to fix up some of the gaps in there.
Yeah.
But yeah, Google as my base.
Well, that's what they all said. The internet agreed with us. They said Google, Home, or the Nest family could be the best bet with 54.5% of the votes.
Oh, nice.
And Amazon Echo family getting 27, and Apple HomePod just 14.5%. If you want to call us, if you want to send us a WhatsApp message, it's 055 11 11 997. 055 11 11 997. And then when we open the phone lines, it's 0302 216 541. 0302 216 541. Just tell us what you're looking at getting for Christmas for yourself or for someone. Tech gadgets only. Don't call us and tell us you're looking to get, like someone said over here, Mercedes E-Class
This is a
estate.
technological device, please.
It's a mechanical device.
But
With
it's also
technology in
It's not even a
in it.
device. It's a something.
in it. If we have
There's what
allowed,
tech in it.
yeah, exactly. So it's perfectly fine. I mean, you had the best.
If
car.
I had a defibrillator and that's tech in my body, does that make me a tech device?
Makes it a cyborg though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Master race. Moving on.
So, best portable speaker. Best portable speaker. Now, this is something that has really been selling. Portable speakers. Everyone and their friend and their family and their cousin and whatever has one. Has a Bluetooth speaker that they take with them when they're going to picnics, they're going to the beach, when they're jamming with friends, on
Or
their
when
own,
the
no?
amps in their car spoils.
Yeah, that. And then when when the lights go off and you're home and you're bored, you just connect your phone and you blast your music, disturb your neighbors and disturb your family. Well, Bluetooth speakers. The nominees are Bang & Olufsen BioSound A1, Ultimate Ears Boom 3, the UE Boom 3 from Logitech, the JBL Flip 5, and the Bose Home Portable Speaker. You know that one that looks like a lantern?
So I've actually personally used that for an extended period. So that's
the
my
Bose
pick.
Home
Yeah.
Portable. I used it for a while. Really got good sound.
Yeah.
Really got good sound. Ultimate Ears Boom 3, also very good sound. But the JBL Flip 5 is the loudest that I've used. It's like the loudest. Can fill a whole room. The Bang & Olufsen BioSound A1 has got the best fidelity.
Yeah.
You can tell the highs from the mids and the lows. All these other speakers, what they have in common is extreme bass.
Yes.
Like
Which
boom,
is
boom, boom
very
bass.
important. 'Cause I was going to ask, I mean, Spiky, you are an exception because you work at the cutting edge of sound. Right?
But everybody else just wants that boom
yeah,
bass.
I mean, who cares about high fidelity? I
which
mean, I
is
do.
which is why Beats sold so much, because it was all about the bass.
I remember that. I also remember that the big Beats headphones had bits of lead put into them just to make them feel heavier.
Heavy, yeah.
So
Which one would you guys
Interested.
choose?
I'm going for the Bose. I'm going for what I know.
Okay.
So the Bose home portable speaker.
I'm not in a position to vote. 'Cause
Why
I
not?
haven't- I didn't use it because when my amp died, I used the opportunity to meditate and not listen and not.
So it was you were being.
Yes.
True story.
That was
I mean, I
funny.
did ask. I mean, it wasn't all voluntary. I did ask that who has a spare
Bluetooth speaker.
that
you can tuck
lend
under
me-
your car
that I
seat.
could, yeah, literally just sit on top of while I'm sitting in traffic. But no one seemed to have one available for me. So I learned how to meditate with no
Engine
sound,
sound.
just pure engine sound. So I find myself enlightened, but also unable to vote in this.
Well, clearly very enlightened. Well, the internet voted,
JBL.
and the JBL Flip 5 won.
Yeah.
I think it's because it's
The most affordable.
It's the most
and the
affordable,
most ubiquitous.
popular,
Yeah, everybody.
and the Bang and Olufsen lost. Yes, because it's very rare in these parts. Bose came in second because it's second to available,
Yeah.
and Ultimate Ears surprised they actually made it that far.
True.
The UE Boom.
But
Three.
JBL are quite prevalent here. So
Yeah, JBLs are
Yes.
very, and also there are lots of fakes on the market. So if you're listening and you want to buy some of these things, you really have to be careful. There are lots of fakes. The moment a thing is very popular, there are lots of fakes. And if you want to be able to tell, just Google how to tell the difference between an original JBL Flip 5 and a fake. Sometimes it's as easy as not finding the JBL logo on the box in the red, square. It's not there, then you know it's fake. But trust, the fake ones can sometimes sound very good.
unless they are made of stones, then you're not getting anything from that.
Or unless it tells you the Bluetooth device has paired successfully, then you know that's not JBL. That's you that they've cleaned
half off.
half off to give you the J. Yeah, so yeah, be careful out there when you're buying tech gifts. Lots of fakes out there. And now, best tablet. It's been an era of tablets, especially for the youngins who are home,
Yeah.
not going to school. I got so many calls, recommendations for tablets. Which tab can I get for my children? They're studying at home. And guess which one was always on my lip to recommend? Amazon Fire Tab. Reason because those ones come with those bumper cases where the kids can throw around.
Child-proof cases.
Yeah, and yeah, the Fire Tab for kids really, 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 really saved the day during the COVID. Yeah, we're still in COVID, so when I say saved,
Yeah.
it's still saving.
It's saving the day, still in COVID.
Yeah, but then again, we have our nominees: the Apple iPad 2020 editions, the Microsoft Surface series, you have the Galaxy Tab series from Samsung, and then Amazon Fire Tab series. Who's your money on?
iPad. I
Yeah,
mean,
the mother or the father of all tablets.
yeah. I mean, they understand the tablet game, and to be honest, at this point, they are towing the lines of a keyboardless laptop, because there are so many things. In what I do, in the business I do, I've even had situations where we've edited 4K footage
On
and
an
video
iPad.
on an iPad, and it wasn't
iPad Pro.
yes,
Yeah.
and it wasn't a problem. And it gives you that it's a very capable
Device.
device. It can do so much.
They should just add, input output ports, and that's it.
I mean, we're only 2 or 3 generations
Away from that,
the iPad
considering that they've
replacing-
moved to Type C from Lightning.
So yeah, eventually the iPad will become the de facto MacBook. So we're getting there.
I'm really not gonna hold my breath on that.
Apple kill a whole series,
Apple has this.
They'll find a way of keeping them both going.
Yeah,
but
which is
then
why it's running
eventually-
iPad OS.
Yes,
for now.
they haven't merged. If we hear that iPad OS is non-existent, then we would know that okay,
Yeah.
that transition point is coming.
Considering that the MacBook has still not gotten a touch
But
screen.
exactly where they think a touch bar is the best thing for
Looking
touch.
at my ZenBook Pro though.
Yeah, that show them how it's done. Show them how it's done. How many fingers can fit on that touch bar? Everybody's.
So who won?
Well, as fate would have it,
Because the iPad wasn't.
yeah, the iPad won 49% of the votes.
Yeah.
But guess what? The Amazon Fire tab did not get a single vote.
What?
Yes.
Okay. I suspect a lot of the people voting haven't had their kids using their
Well, yeah.
tablets. That
Probably
makes a
don't even have
difference.
kids.
Yes.
I mean, you can also think about it in the sense that many of these people probably already do have these tablets. So when their kids wanted a tablet,
They just handed them
it-
theirs.
yeah,
Well,
handed it
true.
down.
There's also that possibility.
And then how does that go usually?
Well,
I mean, kids are
Cracked
not.
screen.
Yeah, I know kids are
Yeah.
not the most careful, even when they are trying to be.
I remember when a story friend told me, "Oh, my phone was ringing. My daughter picked it up, was ringing, and then she fell face down and cracked the screen of the phone."
man.
Oh.
Yeah.
I have a friend whose daughter now cuts the call, puts it in do not disturb mode whenever she has it.
Just to play her games.
Yep.
Yeah. They're getting smarter.
They are.
So
more dangerous
second
as a
place was the
result.
Samsung Galaxy Tab series, and Microsoft Surface was in third place. Amazon Fire Tab nowhere to be found.
I actually just realized that there's a Microsoft Surface in my
Yeah.
house.
Oh yeah, I have seen it. Now, best TV, which is something a lot of people will be buying for themselves this year, including myself. Yeah, I need a TV, even though I won't watch it.
Well,
But yeah, I need a TV to use as a monitor.
Michael and I know a TV would like to have. It doesn't cost much, just 300,000 Ghana cedis. So
I like it
you're
when
out
you go like doesn't cost much.
yeah.
Just 300,000.
Because we know they are
cedis.
they're extreme philanthropists among our listeners.
AKA sponsors that we are still waiting for, you know.
You know, this is why somebody who may not even sponsor the show because they think, we should buy these, we should sponsor this show, so they go and buy themselves 300,000 Ghana
be
CD
honest.
TVs.
To be honest, I would never buy that television. to be very honest.
Well, you just told your prospective sponsors, benevolent sponsors, that I want a $300,000 Ghana City LG wallpaper
I didn't
TV.
mention, please.
I'm just saying.
Okay.
Look, if you gave me that money, I would be able to build
A business.
TV
I would buy a house.
using Spiky's laptop as a base.
I would probably buy a house with that.
Thank you very much, guys.
Several
What?
cars
You-
with fuel.
You see, when I had the Acer Predator 21, my laptop was never up for discussion. I mean, it was always up for discussion.
Yeah,
Now I
but-
got this hoping that it wouldn't be up for discussion. Michael always seems to find a way to inject it into the conversation.
Yeah. I mean, only those who are watching us live online can tell how green I am every time I walk into the studio. But as my friend and the main host, I have to suppress that envy and be happy for you that at least I am within sitting distance of it. That yes, greatness is at hand.
So,
Best TV.
best TV. The nominees are 1. Philips OLED 805, the LG OLED CX, Samsung Q80 QLED, and the Sony A8H. If you're watching us on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, wherever, you'll see these TVs on your screen right now. The Philips, I usually like Philips TVs because of the ambient lights that they have behind them. It's one of the best.
When you do that at night,
things.
it is
Yeah, it's so beautiful.
sweet.
It's so beautiful. And thing is, 3 of these TVs are OLED, 1 is QLED. Probably wondering what is OLED and QLED. I'm going to leave these guys to talk about it. Winston and Michael.
Oh, God.
OLED, QLED. Very soon we have PLED.
So just to make it, I think we actually had a show.
Yes. And we did
Months ago.
explain it.
But let's to make it simple. OLED is just organic light emitting diode. So basically, it means that the tiny dots that make up the image you see. So each image is made up of pixels, and then a TV is tiny LEDs.
Lights that make these pictures.
Now with an OLED, it is generating this light by itself organically. When we say organic, we don't mean like vegetables and stuff. It's just that it is emitting that light by itself. But with the quantum light emitting diode, which is a QLED, there's a different light source. So it's just think about OLEDs is the sun and QLEDs is the moon. The way the sun and the moon work. That's pretty much how they
Interesting.
work.
Interesting. I like that.
Would you be able to tell when you look at it as a consumer?
Well, if you have them side by side, like I have in front of me, you can tell when we have black screen on the OLED and you have black screen. Yesterday I took a picture. I'll probably share it for people to know the difference between OLED and LCD. Yeah. QLED is actually LCD.
Yeah.
So which one would you peg would win this?
Peg to win this, or would I pick?
which would you pick, and then which would you pick?
Which would I pick? I would.
This is
pick,
very interesting because the consumer, very, very, easy thing for people to pick this Christmas.
Yeah, I would pick the LG.
Reason?
They are, when it comes to OLED, they are the best in the business. And there are certain benefits, good sides of OLEDs, and then as with everything, there's a duality.
Yeah.
One of the main things is that OLEDs are typically brighter, like they deal with dynamic range much better. I don't want to get into too many things, but basically visually they tend to look, if you are comparing them side by side, you would definitely, even for the most basic viewer, would notice there's a huge contrast between,
Difference.
and that's the key thing. The contrast is very different. However, you have to pay that price for that difference in contrast. OLEDs are more expensive than QLEDs, so me, like, I get the money.
You would take on.
I'm out here OLED, but I think more people will choose a Samsung.
Michael,
I'll probably go with the Philips.
because of ambient lights.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm a guy.
Because they all have OLED. So
yeah. No, except the Samsung.
So, yeah,
That's
except-
QLED.
except for the QLED. So most of them have OLED. So very roughly speaking, their image quality is about the same. It then comes down to the actual technology
And the
on
features.
features on how they render them. Now, LG have a lot of great features in their TVs most of the time. I think they have the
Yeah.
only people that come close to them in terms of features is Philips.
Samsung for me.
Samsung, yeah, true. Samsung are pretty strong, but I'll say, okay, you know what? Samsung don't have.
You know
ambient
what?
lights.
Looking at all of these TVs, they actually all have some very cool features.
To be honest,
Sony's
they
running
really do.
Android OS.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
you know, I just remembered that the Samsungs have that wallpaper thing.
Yeah, the
That-
Samsungs have the wallpaper thing that your background can be your wallpaper on the TV. So
Yeah.
when it's in standby mode, it's like a TV's
In the wall.
lost in the wall. That's a
Yeah.
cool.
Except
That's
for
a
that
cool
black
effect.
line going around
Yeah.
it, but which is
Yeah.
still pretty
But they've
cool.
reduced the bezels on.
Yeah, and those are
Oh, yeah.
very
They're
thin
very
bezels.
thin bezels. So they are all very cool. Like, I personally look at how I set my entertainment up. The Philips OLED is the best match for me.
The ambient lights is
And the
everything.
ambient light makes
A whole
cinema
lot of
viewing
difference.
so much more immersive, and gaming as well.
Yeah.
Then, but what do I expect to win? Again, Samsung, because they have the only people who have a stronger foothold in this market is LG.
Yeah.
But I think Samsung's pricing is better than what LG is offering for the same devices. So,
So that's what you'd pick. Well,
actually, you and seeing as you're looking for a TV, share your
no,
thoughts.
see, to be honest with you, if I had to choose this, I would do AMP, settle P, AMP out, because they're all, and then I'll look at my pocket and look like which one is out. Depending on what my pocket tells me, then I would get. But yeah, it's a very tough one. The Sony for me, because it's running Android, and considering I can run Android apps on it, install all the crazy stuff you can do on an Android device, and then OLED. Looking at what I see here, OLED is beautiful. But then the QLED and its benefits. You know, when they were advertising QLED, they said the brightness, and we went there. We
Yeah.
saw how
Yeah,
good
how
it was,
bright
and
it
we're actually saying that Game of Thrones episode everyone was complaining about.
Yeah.
We should have watched it on that TV to
Yes,
see.
yeah.
And remember, I had a QLED monitor, and I told you that I saw the difference.
Yeah.
So OLED, yeah, but then I'm afraid of burning.
Yes. Which is
That's
something
my
I was going to
greatest
talk
fear.
about, yeah.
You see, OLED has a susceptibility of having images burnt into the screen over time. You've seen that on your smartphone. When you look at one thing and you move to the next screen, and you can still see the ghosts of your previous image on your screen. That's burning, and that's what OLED suffers from. But QLED doesn't get that. So that's the only thing that may scare me from OLED. But then again, I don't use my TV often. For about 5 hours when I get home from work, and then back at work. So there's really no need for me to be worried about burning. So it will be very difficult for me. But they're all very great TVs. It would be between the LG and the Samsung for me. It would, honestly, a coin toss.
Okay.
And the one that I'd get, yeah.
So, quick consumer advice for gifts with
Yes.
TVs. Like Spiky said, OLEDs have burn-in. So, if you're a person, if you're running a business where you are going to use these TVs for projecting something,
Then get a professional models.
yeah,
Don't go and get a consumer TV.
yeah.
There are actually specific models
for
for
that.
businesses
But
who project stuff.
cost. So if you decide to get a TV, it might be in your best interest to get QLED. Because if
Or
you're
an,
going to
or
be
an LCD.
yeah, if
or
you're going
regular
to be
LCD.
cycling the same images over and over and over again for the whole day, the chances of burning
Very high.
rises. And burning, it ruins the TV.
It
ruins
makes
your
it very
watching- yeah.
difficult. I mean, if imagine seeing your volume icon still on the screen even after it's supposed to have disappeared
Yeah.
and it's burnt into the screen, or let's say you're seeing GTV's logo when you're watching Joy News. That should be painful.
In its full 240p glory.
Thank you
And-
very much.
And another advice is that do not be pressured with the keys. The 4K, the
8K,
Do not be
12K.
pressured. To be honest, there's not enough content in 8K for it to make sense.
There's
Oh,
not
it's
enough
4K.
bandwidth, internet bandwidth, to even consume that on Netflix.
Yes.
No, there isn't.
So-
You try to force 4K data through your internet connection. Do not be surprised if within minutes of starting your data runs out.
Yeah.
Unless, obviously, you have unlimited data.
I mean,
Well, in this day and age in this country.
Bruh,
very
some
interesting.
people do.
just to show you how much the data. Recently, we tried to edit 6K footage. Yeah, it was 6K footage. It was 14 seconds and it was 10 gigabytes.
Didn't I just try to download Tenet in,
Yeah,
in
in
IMAX 4K and it was 50 gig?
Yeah.
So if you just bought that midnight bundle to watch Tenet in 4K, you just watch probably what? It's 10 gig. Your midnight bundle will probably be 10 gig.
Yeah.
So you just watch and dividing the movie into
You-
5 parts,
you
which
will- you
that
will
50
not-
gig, you wouldn't get
You're
into.
lucky to get to the intro image.
Yeah. So do not be pressured by the keys.
Yeah.
Just
1080p is actually still very good
Yeah.
if you're
Yeah.
looking. And considering now we are getting all our TV channels in HD, I've been
Yeah.
seeing the adverts around. If you've seen that Feely advert, that's
Yeah.
what's coming, HD.
So HD is
1080p is
1080p is fine,
But
especially
you can get a 4K TV,
Yeah.
upscale
If you
1080
get,
content.
If you get a 4K TV at a pretty good deal, take it.
Yeah,
Nothing-
and then
nothing is
upscale your
lost.
1080
But
content.
if you are just going to be watching news and watching Ghanaian-based television stations,
1080p is
1080p
fine. But then we know you're not going to listen to us
Ah.
because you want the latest in tech. Bruh.
Actually, speaking of listening to us, what did the voters say on the TV
Yeah.
issue? I'm curious to see these results.
And drum roll, winner is Samsung Q80 QLED TV with 51.9%. More than
That's it.
half
Yeah,
went to Samsung. That is.
It's not surprising.
No.
Oh, it is genuinely very surprising to me because I was expecting that most of the people who were doing the voting were techies. And knowing techies, they would skew towards the OLEDs more than the QLED.
Or maybe their pocket was crying.
Well, this is not you are voting for what you buy. You're voting for what you think is the best.
You know, it's actually what your ability to purchase something sometimes
Influences.
Yeah.
Well, true. I would still vote for. I would still choose what if we were putting. I was gonna go auto, but then yeah,
I mean, there was an auto to the section like
Yeah.
the S class and
good. I'm not going to look at an A45S next to a Ford Focus RS and choose a Ford Focus RS. There, I said it. I'll choose a Mercedes over a Ford.
Oh.
I mean,
Well,
those are
moving
not-
on swiftly. I've just confessed a sin I'll never commit.
The group chat is going to be lit tonight.
Best smartwatch.
Apple. We don't even need to have this conversation.
Yeah, so there's an Apple Watch, there's a Samsung Galaxy Watch 3, there's a Fitbit Versa, and there's a Huawei Watch GT2. So if you had to pick between all these smartwatches, which would you choose? Winston just said Apple Watch.
Oh, I mean, I would love to own a Galaxy Watch 3 because
Okay.
I use a Samsung device. But when it comes to the best smartwatches, it's
Yeah, Apple does the
behind.
best.
Yeah, without any doubt, it's Apple.
Ryan, it's a question of what percentage do they get?
Speaking of which, Michael, what's your Pebble?
Didn't that company die?
Yes, the company died, and eventually the device followed it as well.
No updates.
Oh, no, forget it. Like, we are now running custom OSs on it. It's still functionally it works. Just that the hardware,
It's
after
outdated.
years of stress, is starting to fall to pieces.
Well, yeah,
So
that's what.
eventually, some what do you call it?
Now,
Surgery is
now
going to
this
come
is
in.
one of very, very,
Is that 63%?
that's 63% to the Apple Watch. Like
Well.
chewing up all the votes like Pac-Man.
Gone.
Yeah, true.
Gone.
All gone. all gone to the Apple Watch. And it's amazing considering that the Apple Watch only works on Apple devices
Yep.
Yeah.
and not across any device. It's still one.
But
Anyways,
It's all about the image, isn't it?
second, Samsung Galaxy Watch 3.
Mm-hmm.
And then the Huawei Watch GT2 came in third. Fitbit, nowhere to be found, in
Also-
fourth.
I'm surprised that they actually got as many votes as they did.
Yeah, the Fitbit.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
the Huawei watch.
Eames uses a Fitbit, so it makes sense.
But that's Eames.
Yeah, I think. And George and Bia, George and Bia uses a Fitbit. And then, so moving on to best drone, one of the toys that has become highly coveted since its inception. Drones.
It's like literally just all with best DJI drone.
So
Yeah.
yeah,
That's
you know, when I was doing this, what I realized was that there isn't a lot of competition in the drone market.
There isn't.
There isn't. It's just DJI everything.
consumer drone
Consumer
market.
drone
Well,
market.
yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Obviously, if we're going to talk about
The
every
other
other,
side, yeah.
other side, who's going to buy a $50,000 drone?
Yeah, exactly.
Or what do you call it? SM
And
multi-million
these
dollar drone.
actually
But-
do very well, even for professional, you know.
But just
work.
random news. I do believe I read something this week about the US planning to ban
DJI, yes. I saw it. I even tweeted about it.
Yes.
That even drew my attention to the fact that a lot of Chinese companies may be in trouble with this
Yeah.
whole issue.
Yeah, it's
And I believe this is all because of when I was doing this research and I came up with all these, noticing that DJI is quote unquote enjoying a monopoly in
Yeah,
the
it's
consumer drone
monopolized,
market.
yeah.
That is probably what is influencing the US's decision to do this.
that's in
Push them into letting a US company buy it,
True. Yeah.
as they're doing with TikTok.
They've done. TikTok.
Well, so the nominees are the DJI Mavic Air 2, DJI Mini 2, DJI Mavic 2 Pro, and the DJI Mavic 2 Zoom. There's so many Mavics because it's one of the best drones that DJI has ever made.
Yeah.
I flew one and I fell in love with it, and then I bought it.
Well, we still use Phantoms. What do I do? But yeah, the Mavic. Me personally, I'll go for the Mavic 2 Pro because it has a Pro.
Yeah, everything Pro just seems to be good. You know, the thing about DJI is they're trying to be the Apple of drones. Look at
Yeah.
the naming scheme: Mini, Air, 2, Pro.
However,
I mean, they're not
But there's
doing
no
badly
Max.
at it.
However, for consumers, the honest truth is I would recommend the
Mini
2
2, yeah.
because in my experience and having been at the inaugural meeting where Ghana's aviation talked about the rules of flying drones and everything, it is in your best interest to have the lightest drone because the repercussions for some of the rules of flying a drone is that you're not supposed to fly when there's a crowd. It is not allowed. There's even
Which
one
is very, very important because I've seen a drone, hurt
Yeah.
someone,
yeah.
get a person a cut. Very
Oh
bad
yeah,
cut.
so last week he
yeah.
nearly lost his finger one
Wow.
time on a shoot we did in Kumasi because someone tried to grab the drone and he was trying to prevent the person from getting hurt and his fingers got into the blades. It was a bloody situation, but yeah. So I say the DJI Mini because in the rules, if your drone should fall, keep it not to get too scientific, but mass times acceleration.
It's equals to injury.
Yeah. So, but the smaller the mass, the less force of impact there will be.
And then less
Yeah, and the less
possibility of-
damage.
the less bloody situation
Yeah,
would be.
yeah. So you can talk it out, be like, oh boss, oh madam,
Oh, sorry, plaster knee.
That's if a DJI Mavic 2 Pro falls on someone. How you come to beg?
The stitches.
Yeah, how you come to beg? So,
So I would go for the Mini 2
yeah.
too.
That's why same recommendation set. Pros, yes.
Yeah, everybody.
Professionals.
The thing is, there's a Pro, so everybody
Yeah,
votes
well,
for the
it's
Pro.
because it's
Just because there's a Pro, even if they don't know it. Pro. Yes, let's vote for Pro. And as you can see, Pro won with 55.8 percent of the votes, and 19.2% going to the Mini, which we all touted as the to win drone, but clearly Pro wins in the case of everything. Two
I mean, the Air 2 is just
2 lost, and then the Zoom 2 came in third. Now, Beck Tech service during COVID lockdown.
Now,
This I forgot to include
yes, definitely.
one nominee, which Winston mentioned, Netflix. I included Zoom. There's Telegram. In fact, I should have scrapped Telegram and put
yeah.
Zoom.
It
No, Netflix. there. Because Netflix saved people's sanity
Yeah.
during lockdown. And then there's Microsoft Teams and Google Classroom.
I mean, I could even argue.
Even if it was Netflix, Zoom would still win.
You would be surprised.
I think we should do a poll
Yeah,
on
we should do
Twitter.
a new-
Dennis, we should do a poll on Twitter. Zoom versus Netflix. Which one really helped during lockdown?
Actually, I just realized we are going to find a lot of people saying Netflix because
Of
Zoom,
Netflix and chill.
I cannot comment one way or another on that. But I'm thinking because people are not going to say Netflix, not going to say Zoom because yes, Netflix.
It's
But the thing,
entertainment.
yes, the thing about Zoom,
Yes.
Zoom when it started, especially during the lockdown, it was a novel thing. But then the novelty quickly wore away when a lot of use policies for how people were supposed to use Zoom came in, and it started to become very annoying very quickly.
To be honest, I feel like you're not even scratching the surface of it. Zoom, for many people in Ghana, especially students, is a precursor of many uncomfortable and many failed exams. From our conversations with people in the university, many did not enjoy their time having school via Zoom. So it's not been a fun
No.
time memory for many
Yeah,
people.
a lot.
Netflix, on the other hand,
Oh,
has
fun
been
times
has
all
been
the
a
time.
great time.
Well, but we're looking at best tech service. So it doesn't matter whether it's entertainment or it's productivity. Let's see which wins. Let's see if people are going to choose Zoom because of productivity, regardless of the fact that they got entertainment from Netflix. And let's see if people will choose.
Because if you ask me this, it's like a Venn diagram, but it favors.
Hey, we're running out of time. Let's just, if you want to call, I think people should call and tell us what they're getting. 0302 216 541. 0302 216 541. Call us. Tell us what you're getting for Christmas. After the commercial break, we're going for a commercial break real quick. When we come back, continue conversation.
Son boy, man a boss. I want God, I man a boss. Boss it up, boss it up. Me a go boss it up, boss it up, boss it up. Yeah, we never run, because you know we are the real big boss. Never rush, we never crush. Because you know we are the real big boss. We conquer the storm, break every numb. Boss bring the energy you can't feel now. Got to know we are the big boss. Boss it up, boss it up. Me I go boss it up. I am the Meme Nation president, the Meme Boss. Grab a bottle of Big Boss energy drink and boss it up.
This advertisement has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
Another quality product from Bell Aqua. Excessive drinking can be detrimental to health. Not recommended to persons under the age of 18 years, lactating mothers, pregnant women, and persons sensitive to caffeine.
Hey, it's crowded out there, we know, but you were bold to start. Grow your startup business with free startup banking with ABSA. Yes, that's right. Your business can enjoy a cool head start during these COVID times with a lot of exciting freebies. Enjoy free banking services, market access, mentorship, and a whole lot more. Let ABSA fuel your ambition to get things done with free startup banking. Open your free ABSA startup account now. That's Africanacity, that's ABSA.
To find out more, visit absa.com.gh. Terms and conditions apply.
What would you do if you have the choice to do anything in life? Build your dream house, take very good care of your family, and plan for a comfortable retirement. Plan a befitting funeral for your loved ones when they depart. How would you live if you knew there was a friend waiting to support you on all of your life's choices?
You have such a friend in Glyco Life Insurance. Glyco Life has all the plans to meet your life's needs. Your child's education, your life savings, your mortgage, funerals, redundancy, and your retirement, and takes the burden off your shoulders. So go ahead and live life to the fullest today with Glyco Life Insurance plans. And remember that all our policies are hedged against inflation. Talk to Glyco Life on 0302 218 500 or 246 142. Also visit our website at www.glycolife.com or any of our branches nationwide for more information.
Glycolife, we cushion you for life.
We know this year has been a little booga booga, but Tonia, don't worry. Christmas will still be one amazing experience with NASCO because we'll make it an affordable bronya. No one is left out of the discounts and gifts. Our 40-inch satellite TV is going for 949 Ghana cedis, 43 for 1,099, and a 55-inch UHD Smart TV Plus audio tower is going for 2,799 Ghana cedis. Christmas week, Chilean Casa with AC starting from 1,199, fridge for as low as 599, washing machine for 479 with gifts like blenders, kettles, free audio systems, and more. Don't miss the affordable bronya with the best affordable appliances in Ghana. Visit all our shops and authorized resellers now. Christmas with Nasco is jolly.
Santa Claus is coming to town.
It's the season to be merry. Here on your superstation Joy 99.7 FM, we are giving you a joyous Christmas with the Joy Christmas Hour, starting from Monday the 14th of December through to the 26th of December. Join me, Dorinando, your joy bringer, for the Joy Christmas Hour, packed with loads and loads of giveaways for the whole family, especially the children. Stay tuned in between 1:15 p.m. and 2 p.m. for the Joy Christmas Hour. Get your children and the whole family on board as we rekindle the true essence and spirit of Christmas. Remember, there's no Christmas without joy. The Joy Christmas Hour is brought to you by Golden Tulip, Achediefie, Kids Choice Salon, Janelle Gift Shop, Starbites Food and Drinks, Dobeta Merchandise, and Eurostar Limousine. It's a joyous Christmas on the Joy Christmas Hour.
Better not doubt, I'm telling you why. Santa Claus is coming to town.
Joy 99.7 FM.
Yes, and we're back. It's almost time, but I want you guys to call us. Call us. Let us know what you're getting for Christmas. Tech gadget that you want to get for Christmas. Maybe some geek Santa is listening and wants to dash you something. You know, so let us know. You can call us on 0302-216-541, 0302-216-541. And before we went on the break, we had a poll that we put out about 5 minutes ago asking which one really helped during the COVID-19 lockdown. Zoom versus Netflix. Guess what? 188 votes later, Netflix is leading with 52.7%. Zoom is, wow, it's just changed. The dynamics just keep changing. Now it's 51 and 48. Zoom 48, Netflix 51. And it's going up. So go vote. I want to see what we get by the end of everything. Got a call on the line. Hello.
Hey, hi guys. How you doing?
We're very well. How are you doing? What your name and where you're calling from, please?
I'm good. I'm Kay. I'm calling from airport.
Hi.
Yeah. So I'll give you my Zoom versus Netflix vote here, and I'll go for Zoom.
Okay.
And I think probably one of the things you should consider is that, yeah, apart from the student factor, Zoom is heavily used by companies.
Right.
And I don't know if those voting are heavy Zoom users for work. I am. So I would vote Zoom. I haven't touched Netflix at all.
100%. Same here. I haven't touched Netflix I don't even have a Netflix account.
Exactly. Same as me. But then for work, I'm always using Zoom. So
great.
Yeah, it's
so
not
Zoom
even a competition. But for Christmas, if there's a tech Santa out there, I've been tracking this, Lenovo C940. Reversible, has the pen, Charlie 16 gig RAM. It looked sweet. Maybe you guys are the techies, so you might have some issues with it. But from where I sit, Charlie, that thing just has everything. It's like a note 30 in my hand. You know.
Yeah.
It sort of reminds me of the Note 10.1.
Right, that tablet.
The 2014 edition.
Yo, you are the real MC. You are the real MC.
Charlie, I have one
device.
of those, you know.
Yeah, that was the thing.
Yeah.
Great,
so
great.
That's the device I would like to get.
That's assuming you've been a good boy. Then Santa would consider it.
Charlie, I'm a good boy. I know they watch Netflix every day.
Well, yeah. If you only watch Netflix, sometimes they watch some other flicks.
Oh, no. It be DSTV for me. Where are they listening? Joy, that be your...
It be so. We'll talk to Tech Santa. If he's getting something, that Lenovo has to come straight to you. Thank you very much for calling, man.
Cheers.
Great. So, 1 caller for Zoom, 0 for Netflix.
They're coming. They're coming.
To be honest, let's not argue.
We're not arguing. I am just pro Zoom, not because of anything, because I've not even used Netflix for it. I don't like streaming. I don't like the idea of watching something and it breaks. Why?
Anyways, are there any more categories?
Yes, we have other categories that we can rush through real quickly. Where were we? We finished best tech service during lockdown, right?
Yeah.
And we were moving on to best console. So today, I embarrassed myself on live TV. We've got a caller on the line. Hello. Your name and where you're calling from, please.
I'm Emmanuel, calling from my mother.
Hi, Emmanuel. So before you continue, Zoom versus Netflix. This COVID lockdown, which one solved problems? I can barely hear you.
Hello?
Yes.
I said I'll go for Zoom.
You go for Zoom. 2 for Zoom,
Yes.
0 for Netflix. Great. Your reason?
Oh, Zoom is used by most companies. And it's affordable to people.
Great. And what would you want Tech Santa to get you for Christmas?
A Samsung television.
A Samsung TV.
Yeah.
Does it have to be smart?
Is that?
Does it have to be smart?
Anyone.
Anyone, yeah. So even if it's 32-inch, you like?
No, it should be.
It must be reasonably big.
Yeah, so that if I'm watching during it, I can see advancements.
Sure.
So I'm looking for it.
Sure. But have you been a good boy? Because Santa, he gives stuff to only good people.
Oh, I'm a good boy.
Yeah, very sure.
Yeah, I'm
cool.
So should I come for it?
We'll talk to Tech Santa and then we'll see. We'll see what we can do.
Thank
All
you.
right. Thank you very much for calling. We've got another call on the line. Hello. Oh, we lost that one. So, best console, PS5, Nintendo Switch, Xbox Series X, and Xbox Series S.
PlayStation 5. It's not even
Michael.
a competition.
PS5, but the Nintendo Switch will probably put in a very strong fight over
I
there.
doubt it.
Guess what? 77% of people voted for the PlayStation 5. What?
Of course.
77.
Yeah.
And the Xbox Series X got 17%. We've got a caller on the line. Hi, hello. Your name and where you're calling from, please.
My name is Richard, North Carnation.
Hi, Richard from North Carnation. Zoom or Netflix?
Zoom all day.
Zoom 3, Netflix 0. Your reason?
Well, the work I do requires me to use Zoom every single day. Since we went on lockdown, we were asked to stick to Zoom to work.
Right.
So every day, even on weekends.
So it's not a bad
really
thing that you're using it on
beneficial.
weekends.
Yeah.
It's good.
Yeah. That is for extra work. I mean, for side gigs.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Cool.
So it's been really helpful to me. Zoom. I never watch anything on Netflix.
Now, what would you want a Tech Santa to get you for Christmas?
Well, an Android television for me.
A TV that runs Android. Hello? Oh, I think we lost Richard there.
Yeah, hello.
Hi, your name and where you're calling from, please.
I'm Clifford.
Clifford. Zoom or Netflix?
Well, Netflix.
Ha! 1 for the Netflix. Your reason?
Everyone is Zoom. So
everyone is choosing Zoom, so you just chose Netflix.
Oh yeah, but the difference, at least all work and no play.
All work and no play. I get you. It's granted. So what is your wish that Tech Santa will get you?
Well, for me, I would like the MacBook, the M1.
The M1 MacBook.
Yes.
Interesting. The Air or the Pro?
the Pro.
The Pro. Are you a photo editor or a video editor?
I'm a programmer.
You're a programmer.
Fantastic.
Interesting. That's fantastic. So you want to reduce your compiling time, man.
Exactly.
Anyways, that's good to know. Thank you very much for calling. We'll talk to Tech Santa. Maybe he'll drop you an M1 MacBook Pro. Yes.
Don't cut a hole in your roof for a chimney.
Tech Santa don't use chimneys. He's got drones who fly and then drop everything. You know what I mean? Anyways, so the poll is still going on. All those listening, you can go on our Twitter handle at Joy997 and go vote between Zoom and Netflix. Which one really helped us during the COVID-19 lockdown? The callers, 4 out of 5 chose Zoom. Only one chose Netflix. His reason, because everybody's choosing Zoom and all work and no play. I'm for Team Zoom because I don't have a Netflix account.
That's on you, man. That's just on you.
Yeah, it doesn't mean I want one. I really don't care. Anyways, we've got 2 categories, but I need to run out, wrap up.
Yeah, let's finish
So,
those 2 categories.
shall we?
Yeah.
Do we need to?
We just need to mention
Best messaging service went to WhatsApp, obviously. Second was Telegram. And then finally, best all-round tech company for 2020 went to Samsung.
Ooh.
Yeah, with 35.6% of the votes. And then number 2 was Apple. So Samsung beat Apple, and then Apple beat... Oh, there was a tie between Huawei and Microsoft. Yeah.
Oh.
So it was Samsung, Apple, Huawei, and Microsoft tied. And then nobody cared about Amazon. They didn't care about their tablets. They didn't care about the whole company. Amazon, most of the internet is powered by Amazon, if you didn't know. Fun fact. Amazon is the reason why you have all these companies that you're giving hype to. So, yeah, throw some respect on the air. Some respect on the name. So shout outs to my team for helping me with this show as always. Thank you, Michael. Thank you, Winston, for coming through. And thank you to my producer, Prince Safo. Thank you to Dennis the Fair Boy and Selwyn and Ezekiel. You guys always hold me down in the background. And my man, Abeku Sankofi. I can't forget you before you cut me. My name is Kobby Spiky Nkrumah. You've been listening to Joy Geek Squad. You can catch us every Tuesday from 7 to 8. We just love to talk tech. See ya.